to the Dungeon Gamers Collaboration. My name is Jeffrey Russell Wallace, and welcome to episode 14 of Fell Nightmares. Last time, the party got into the town a little bit early for the Knowledge Festival, so they spent the week exploring, going to the library and reading some books, practicing some painting, and, well, some illegal alley activities as well. If none of this sounds familiar, please go back and watch the previous video so you're up to date with where the story is currently. Now, please, sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Standing next to them as well.
Sock puppet?
Hey! Elphys, my man! Welcome back!
This is...
What the fuck?
You're a little scary now.
Oh, it just changed in appearance.
Can you change back?
No, it only gets... Well, I'm going to say better from here, but I think to mortalize worse would be appropriate.
Good thing I don't have those.
You will notice that the group that is next to Sogdraken and Skrill are all kind of very pale and sallow looking compared to when you first saw them, but are jovial and still lighting up in mid-conversation.
Skrill.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Not much. I pass him a pipe with devil's lettuce.
Oh, hell yeah. He'll use a little fire to light up. Alright. What's going on? What brings you?
We were at the Drunkerson's place, and Book just beat the shit out of this dude, which was really cool. But
Nice.
they don't do tongue wrestling there, and I need smoke.
We don't do food either, and I need
Yeah, we got some... That turkey leg helped a lot.
I'm a little lost on the tongue wrestling thing.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
But like everything else makes sense. That's cool.
I was there. I'm still lost.
Oh,
It's all good.
Cool.
It's
Not just
Okay, you know how like thumb wrestling?
me. Yeah.
Like, but with tongues.
Oh.
It's my specialty.
Wait a minute. Like, how do you win at that?
I could teach you.
I'm a little intrigued. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Take the pipe from him.
by the way, like, I just gotta say, Luna Essa Kakrur be with you for this fine group of people that we get to hang out with. And there's like a little mumble among the group that's all like put their hands together and yeah, Luna Essa Kakrur, thanks.
Does Sogdraken react to that?
Oh, of course, he definitely like winces. I told you not around me, please. Sorry, dude. It's we talking.
Thinking all religious.
What did he say?
I really don't know. It's not part of Concordus, is it? I didn't think so.
If only someone who was really good at religion was there.
I mean, I could do a religion check, for sure.
Yeah, give me a religion check. That would be the most appropriate here.
It's like
History
you
would be
have
pretty
religion.
high because it's definitely religion.
16?
16? Okay. Yeah, Luna Essa Kakrur is the, well, she has several titles, but she's the Blood Goddess of the Moon Warrioress, Tears of the Moon, or the Crimson Silver Goddess. She's got a lot of titles. But, kind of a warrior goddess. Some blood cults or spellcasters follow her, but that is only a part of her. Really, she is just warrior of the moon.
So is that why you're all pale?
What? Oh, no, that's... We just kind of took a nap and, we woke up a little paler, I guess. I
I
don't know.
look over at Sock Puppet and just...
What? Don't look at me. They made the contract. It's not my fault.
Contract? What contract did you guys do?
Well, like, we haven't always been, like, the people that fit in the most. So we just wanted a pretty prosperous life. It's gonna go well. And, like, I'm just living it up, man, day by day.
So you made a literal deal with the devil?
Well, yeah. I mean, why not? He was here.
Well, yeah.
He offered us a whole lot of power for it, and says it will grow incrementally.
What does Luna think of this?
I don't know.
What did Khans of Concordance think of you sleeping with him?
It wasn't great. I distanced myself.
Whoa, hang on. You're telling me that's off the table? Because that was pretty fun.
You're really scary now.
Okay, but I mean, imagine what these tentacles can do. Just saying. It adds a new layer.
Shit. I'm not gonna say it's 100% off the table, but I need to do some more research.
There we go. You'll come around. They always do.
I don't know. I'm just saying. It's a little scary. What powers did you... What are you gonna get? Powers?
Yeah. Like, we're supposed to get more powerful each day that passes, so, yeah. I get more dead.
I was gonna say, is this before or after you get not pale?
The paleness, I think, is just a side effect. I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah, I've lent them some of my power, so they will incrementally grow stronger each day. That was part of the contract. Easy as that. They live well, they get more power. It's a win-win.
I'm
Alright.
not here.
I guess I'll trust it a sec.
I kinda wish you were.
There
Yeah.
you go. I mean, yeah, like
I
it
know.
was the whole bit about our
I'd be
souls,
dark.
but you got one life, man, so what does it matter what happens after? My thoughts exactly.
Something
All of
happens
you guys
after
make deals
doesn't
with this guy.
directly contradict
Everyone
the
but
idea
you.
that There's only one
You stay the fuck away from me.
And I'm the reason they know where you were. Or whatever you were doing. It was kind of blinding. I couldn't see a lot. But hey, if you want to cut a deal, I'll tell you all about it.
And you shut the fuck up.
Got any more of that devil's lettuce?
You don't I?
I'm just gonna be chewing on that pipe the whole time this exchange is going on.
And he'll like reach into a pocket. I'm out, excuse me. And he'll reach down and his hand will sink through the earth. And then he'll... okay. And he'll come up with a handful. There we go.
What do I see happening in my blind sense?
You see nothing because it completely wraps around his hand as it closes in.
It's actually just a hole in the ground and he just reaches
He just
in.
dug a hole and buries his pond everywhere it
Where
goes.
stashes. Got
Yep.
it. Got it.
He's like, oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, I got some more. There you go.
Thank you.
Fresh
Yeah.
from the depths of hell.
Fresh from the devil himself.
It's a lot stronger smelling than the previous stuff.
I
A little
think
warm
this
to the
is
touch.
gonna really be okay. Well, I set it into a little pouch down there. Pack the pipe.
Pull out a sheet of parchment and just roll a massive.
Perfect.
Yes, one of my scrolls.
This is why I love you, Elvis. You're the best.
You breathe lightning after this.
It's like a scroll of fireball, right?
Yeah.
That's good shit.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do the thing, but
Okay, well,
Alright, give me a hit.
Yeah.
Just burn off a big chunk. Alright, I'll be back. You guys have fun. And he will turn invisible and leave.
I mean, you
A
could
big
just-
show of him like
just go.
teleporting out and then just turns invisible
He
and
didn't
walks away.
teleport, he just walked away.
Throws a smoke bomb. God, it turns invisible. Still standing there. Damn it, Poke. Walks away.
Someday that'll be cool.
I love it when you read this little exits. So Skrill,
Funny, he could actually teleport away. He just chooses not to for whatever reason. I think he likes getting caught out.
that would make sense.
Does he have a humiliation kink?
Don't kiss him.
He's a devil, probably.
What's up, dude?
You're not here for that, but fair enough.
So like Skrill,
I'm in the
Yeah.
bar, like,
what kind of powers are you looking to increase here? Like,
sounds like a good way to make some coin. Don't have to be tied to what I can physically do anymore. I'll have some sort of magic that I can just push out into the world.
But you don't like even know what he gave you.
No. He just
Like a
said I'll
spell
get
or
more
a-
power as, the days pass. So starting out small, I don't know. I have the physical change. I feel better. I know that much, but that's been about it so far.
Okay. So about that tongue wrestling.
Yeah, you want to show me how that's done?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Hey, Wrath, maybe we should go pick up Isidore from the bar.
Yeah, I'm immediately like, all right. I'm just gonna.
To Isidore, meanwhile.
Sobers me up quick.
Yep.
I imagine I'm like sitting with like both elbows on the bar and like a straw in a beer. Like, just like
It's one of the flaming drinks, but you haven't blown the flames out yet. It's slowly burning up
it's
the
just like a
straw.
really hot straw. I just keep relighting it is the thing.
It's your presentation over and over again. Amazing.
You have to keep re-adding
Like the fire goes out and I'm like,
Please don't burn my straw. You know how hard it is to carve wood straws.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Please don't. Thank you. I'll turn to go make another drink.
But yeah, I'm just like sitting there.
Let me just give a couple here. A couple of these here, D20s. Alright.
If Thorn's nearby, I'm probably muttering things in Celestial.
Oh, he's nearby.
Of course he's nearby.
Yeah.
He is messing with people.
Probably been from the top of the bar staring at you the whole time because he knows you're there.
Like pickpocketing all the patrons, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I
Well.
wasn't going to call him out like that, but you know he is.
I think that guy's got more money than I do.
Of course he does.
He also has a sword.
He does. He does have a very nice sword.
Magic sword.
As you're kind of sitting there, Isidore, this very handsome, like, chiseled-looking individual.
I was gonna say, please don't say Tabaxi.
Nope. Kind of pale skin, very light, floofy blonde hair that kind of stands slightly. Comes over. Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah. So, you look bored.
No. I'm just drinking.
I see. Oh, that's a cool drink.
The old lantern.
You know, I have a really nice bottle upstairs in my room. If you'd be interested in a nightcap or two.
I should probably not drink anymore.
I got water too.
Not like all the time. I like just drinking things. But
Not giving it up. Just...
my friends kind of went away to go not do illegal things outside. And
Okay. Sounds very illegal.
So,
no, it's not. It's totally above the board.
Good.
Below the board, on the there's an expression about boards.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get it right the first time? Okay. That tracks.
shit.
Is it warm here? It's warm here.
Very.
Eh,
I think it's the alcohol. That's
probably.
Do we come
Who
back
are
in
you?
time to see any of this?
You guys, because this would be a while before he comes over, but you guys would come back in to see this individual leaning over. Let me grab a pen to write my name down. Let's see, what haven't I used in a while?
Tyler.
This will be fun. No, but I'm going with a mildly normal name.
Oh.
Name's Albert.
Albert.
Hello, Albert.
Pleasure to meet you. You are...
Isidore.
Pleasure indeed. But yes, you guys would come in to see this chisel-looking, blonde-haired individual leaning over and chatting with Isidore.
And meeting just a wall.
Yeah.
Just
no,
a drunk wall.
looking back, definitely, he's like super flirtatious, very into...
I'd plop right down and be like, so who's the beefcake?
Oh,
Who's-
oh, nice, thank you.
I'm gesturing to firm.
Oh, this is
The old thing will just sigh and pour another one.
Albert. Albert.
Albert.
He's got a bottle of drinks.
Well, bottle of drinks right here.
I have good stuff.
So where's this?
Sure.
Avery muttering.
No offense, your thing.
Did you guys go get food and do illegal... Where's Elphys?
Tongue wrestling.
Oh. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Have you ever tongue wrestled Isidore?
Huh?
Have you ever tongue wrestled?
No, I just found out... I just found out about what it was
No, but-
tonight.
I can infer. I mean,
It was... They were talking about it, and I was like, what are they talking about?
the kids come up with all sorts of weird ways to say making out. These
Oh,
days,
you have
so-
kids?
Yes, it's
No,
cool
I
to figure out.
don't. No, thanks though. No, I'm just saying I have a really fine
These
bottle of
guys'
wine
kids make
upstairs.
out with each other. You hear that?
Oh, you have children?
No, I don't have children.
Oh, okay.
Single,
Okay.
happily so.
Okay.
But yes, I have a very nice, exquisite bottle of wine upstairs.
That sounds nice.
I can actually even tell you where it's from if you want to go have a sample. Your friends are welcome to come.
Oh,
The more the merrier, huh?
The wrong guy. He's back making out with... tongue wrestling with,
No, I just meant
Those
for,
are the same thing.
I just
I
meant
know
for
that now.
drink, not for...
yeah. Come up and see my etchings. Sure.
Well, I mean, if Isidore wants to stay after, that's
There.
up to
it is.
them, but...
You have etchings? I like art.
He's
Yeah.
trying to get into
Sure.
your many robes.
Oh, I do have a lot of art.
Many robes.
Many-
Probably should have wore one
Many-
less layer because it's very
many
warm.
robes.
Sounds-
Don't say it.
Say what?
You know what. He wants to do the thing that Elphys likes to do with you. The thing that Elphys likes to do with other people, not the thing
Yeah,
Elphys likes to
it's
do
like,
with you. He wants to do with you the thing that Elphys likes to do with other people.
I think knowing Elphys would help a lot in this context.
Not for you.
Elphys Priestley, does like music for choirs. Corgi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's it, right? Corgi.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Conga Corgis.
Yeah, the Conquer Corgi.
Concord.
Sure, okay.
He enjoys the company of others overnight.
Ah, well, I know Elphys a lot better now.
Yes.
So do a lot of other
That's funny 'cause it's true. It's true.
How does-
room, y'all.
Where does Elphys find
I
the energy?
still don't
It's
understand
just-
how
It's so loud.
we paid for that charter and he got to ride along for free and fuck the whole crew. That still is... I'm still working that one out.
That's a divine intervention.
The economics of that situation really are...
That's nepotism, baby.
I'm not even
I hope
there,
it's
but
not.
I paid for my shit
I hope
by
it's not
performing every
nepotism.
day and
I'm not sure if that
Hoping
would
more
Obviously.
keeping morale up. They paid me to do that by like letting
Point
me
is-
rip and board.
What was your name?
Elphys, you are not here.
I know I'm not here.
like to take you upstairs for carnal relations.
Oh. Really?
Yes.
Why?
It's something about you. The flicker in your eye, or I don't know.
Huh.
Just saw it from across the bar. Maybe it's the many, many robes.
They're nice robes.
Many rooms.
Many,
Where I'm from, it's very cold,
many robes.
Ah,
so I wear a lot of layers to keep warm.
I see. Where are you from exactly?
North.
Ah,
Very north.
there's a lot of north.
It's very cold.
There's a lot of north.
There's snow, like,
Uh-huh.
all the time?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I've been north.
okay, good.
So you're familiar.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know how cold it can be up there.
I like wine, but I am not interested in the other stuff.
You can still come up for a drink.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to blow up your spot, but you gotta be direct.
Well, I noticed that seemed to be the case, yeah.
If anything, I was helping Wingman.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks.
I don't know what that means, but...
But he did an excellent job. I also don't know what it means.
It's...
The monkey.
Never mind.
Wings.
Ah!
Oh!
Were you pickpocketing him this whole time?
So Thorn is Wrath's wingman.
Yes.
I get it.
This one and you blowing up the monkey now. Like, come on. Are we just gonna be like lawful good this whole time? Fine. That's fine. I didn't know this place had an upstairs.
It does, yeah.
Yes, that's where the Goliath lady went to go back.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, I didn't know it was like an upstairs that was open to the
Oh
public.
yeah, the bartender's other wife. She was very pretty.
Yeah, the other way.
Very few people get to stay here. It's sort of a regular's privilege, one might say.
So you're a regular.
Are you also in a relationship with Yulthan and Tithrilled?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Just
Not
wanted
their
to see
names,
how...
but no.
Hey, what? Those were the right names.
Yulthane and, I don't know,
Tithrilled.
Thriller.
Thrill.
Thrillers.
I think you said Tithril.
Whatever.
Not
I
the
thought it
names,
had a
but
D
yeah.
on the end. I wrote a D in my notes.
Well, that's fine.
I would love to come up and get a drink.
No, please,
Why not?
follow me.
Yeah, I'll pass. Thank you. I'm gonna hang out with the monkey. My wingman.
Is that thing yours?
No.
Okay. Just in case, though, it did shit in the corner, and somebody needs to clean that
What
up.
corner?
And he'll point over to the corner of the bar. There's just a glowing pile of shit in the corner.
Pick a corner. The monkey shit in it.
Pick a corner.
I, like, point sternly at Thorn, and I tell him to stop pooping in corners, but I say it in, like, drunken Celestial.
Thorn kind of looks at you for a moment.
Stop stooping in
And then-
porn stores.
Flies off and goes over to another corner.
He's like, oh no. What have you done?
Monkey is so rude. Why is he always so rude?
Look, come upstairs. Follow me. It leads you into a stairwell
We're about to
that
get murdered.
winds all the way up to the top and into a hallway. First door on the right kind of turns in, and not a large room, but a very lavish room. There's a kind of a red carpet on the floor, red drapes on the windowsill. Very nice, luxurious bed in the corner. Bathroom off to the side. No crates, trunks, or bags, clothing, anything like that kind of laying about, or even, I mean, there's a closet space, but it's open and empty.
Suspicious.
He's paying by the hour.
Just to send, like, the most mixed messages possible, I'm gonna go sit on the end of the bed.
Lay down. Comfy bed.
Take off a layer.
Whoa.
He'll end up actually, like, coming and, like, kneeling next to you on the bed, and then reaching underneath and pulling out a bottle. Did you want this on the... okay,
Oh, I'm sorry, it looked comfortable, so I said. It is
Yeah,
comfortable.
that's fine.
This is softer than the beds that we have over at the Reading Inn.
He's a regular.
No, it's softer than anyone's bed. This is mine.
It's very nice.
They keep the room empty for me. I bring my own.
He brings his own bed.
Interesting.
And he'll reach underneath, pull out some glasses.
I mean, technically we do too. They're just sleeping bags.
True.
I mean, my bag has like a tent in it and everything.
Reach into his pocket and pull
Sleeping is
out a
what I
white
do
orchid.
best.
Pour 3 glasses. There you are.
Thank you.
Now,
I should roll a dice to see if Isidore is even remotely interested in this person. I highly doubt it.
The hotness die needs to speak.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean,
It's not the hotness die, it's the horny die.
do you want me to Sorry.
And I roll one.
we need a
What do you add
hotness
to
die.
that?
Okay.
Nothing. It's just a straight roll.
Is it
90.
straight?
90 on the hotness die? I don't
Also,
blame
he's
you.
really hot.
He's
Yeah.
real hot.
I should probably roll that with advantage then.
Okay. That sounds about right for you, Val.
I got a 3 on the first one and a 5 on the second.
Do I need to roll?
Up to you. You can.
I mean, if he's that hot.
Somehow Elphys is sad that he's not there. He gets this
I'm not into it.
feeling of
Okay.
fear of missing out.
Your tongue's down another man's throat.
I was
You're
gonna
like,
say, tongue deep and
off.
slow, and you're like, oh, I'm missing something.
Something's missing. I don't know what.
Isidore and Book just went upstairs with the stranger.
He's
It's like running like the Terminator 2 after the cop car.
Oh God.
So the wine is very fruity, sweet, but not overbearingly sweet. It's really almost a perfect wine.
Oh,
Both
this
of
is
you
very nice.
Make Constitution
Yeah.
checks for me, please.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
4.
The edge fell off. But I'll take that. It's an 11.
All right. As you guys drink the wine, the world around you shifts, and you find yourselves outside in a starry open field, sitting among some very tall grass, probably about chest high, gently blowing in the breeze. The moon is full. You're in a clearing. There are trees on all sides, and he kind of stands up. What do you think? It's quite a vintage, isn't it?
Are we actually here? Or can I like, do I sense this?
From what you sense grass immediately come up around you. Cool night's breeze, being outside.
Okay. So like it's sprouted up around me, I haven't been teleported to a new place? Or what was the...
It's like an instant shift. It touches your lips, there's grass, there's outdoors.
But I haven't gone anywhere that I can tell.
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
And there's definitely moonlight. You get that sense of like that glow.
Now, it should be...
And it's almost scarily noticeable to you, Book. Like, you've never noticed moonlight, so that's a new experience for you.
So it's like... I mean, we're like 4 or 5 days after the full moon. Is the moon accurate, or is it... It's just a full moon?
No.
Okay.
What
Concerning.
just happened?
I don't know, but it's nice out here.
If you give this to a werewolf, would they turn?
One way to find out.
Or a weird crop.
But only until they weren't drunk
Oh, if
anymore.
only the were-croc had been.
Right?
Only until they metabolize the alcohol, and then they change back. They take another sip, and they go.
Like, oh my god.
This is
Unlimited rampages all
very
over the
nice, Albert. Are we... Did you... Is this a... Where are we?
What do you mean? We're outside.
Yes, but we were just in a room.
Yes, it's fantastic vintage, I said.
Huh.
Takes another sip.
disappears.
And Phil,
Yeah, that's why I like it.
takes your glasses. Go on. He'll kind of just hold his hand out.
Outside, we're outside like a month from now.
And Book, this will be a weird sensation because the grass
It always is.
starts to grow and like weave together and then form into this archway. And Isidore, you can see through the archway. There is, again, this kind of nighttime scenario, but kind of a rocky cliff with a waterfall coming in, a pool of water set before it. He says, come here. This is one of the best scenes.
For sure.
One of them. There's quite a few, actually. And we'll step through and kind of poke his head back through. Oh, Book, come this way. Just step through the arch.
Come on, Book. It's very cool.
Okay, I believe you.
And
We
immediate
probably
shift
want that.
Book, that's like the temporal thing happens again, and now you sense the water's edge. You can sense a few different small fish and wildlife like right on the edge of it. The crashing of the waterfall comes down, but the full moon sits right above that tree line and hits onto the water, giving this like silverish hue to it.
There's I don't know how to explain it. There's something weird
Oh, this
going
must
on.
be very weird for you.
It's all very weird for me.
Yeah. It's weird for me as well, but it's also very cool. What kind of wine is this?
This?
Yeah.
Let me see. What would be a good name for it? Let's call it... Well, we'll call it what it is. Let's call it, Fey wine.
Oh, good.
That answers a lot of questions.
Why not? I was smoking Fey
Double slice.
weed.
And he'll set the
No, my
bottle...
weed is Fey. Yours is from the devil, apparently.
I mean, I'll finish the glass if I'm still holding it.
The
Keep
devil?
drinking.
I don't know if it's the devil, but
Just deeper
devil.
into Alice in Wonderland. You're just like tumbling down a rabbit hole now.
If I vomit, do I go home? Like, how does this work?
You have to eat the
Have you ever read the scroll called Inception?
Yeah, like
He'll,
4 times. I still can't figure out the ending.
He'll put his glass and bottle down and start stripping down.
Oh my!
Oh!
And he'll just head straight for the water, drop into this silver pool.
I hate myself for asking this, but how much did he strip down, Jeffrey?
Oh, all the way.
Okay.
Yep. The water's nice.
I would knock back the rest of my glass and do the same, I guess.
All right.
Win in the Fae, I guess.
Moment of hesitation. But then Isidore starts taking off like 2 layers of robes
Just two.
and is just in like the short underrobe and like unlaces the boots. So it's like a kind of like a tunic sort of situation. Like tunic pajamas.
Yes.
And, like takes the boots off and just like sits on the edge and sticks their feet in.
I see you in like an old style bathing
For
costume.
sure, that's the vibe.
With the ruffle and everything.
It's totally romantic. It's got like a stripe.
Yeah, black and white striped bathing costume.
Yeah.
Yep, totally.
The water is warm and comfortable. And Book, again, you still have that weird like sense of moonlight on you, but it is amazing. You get that sense of like the wildlife swimming and moving around you. And Isidore, it's intoxicating.
Yeah.
The view is just beautiful.
I would probably like lean back and just sort of like stare up at the moon. And just sort of like close my eyes and relax into it.
Salt water or fresh water?
Fresh water.
Oh, okay. That would be pretty novel to me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This is wonderful.
Book somewhere between maybe leaning back and floating in the water, taking it in. Isidore, as your head's leaning back, both of you will awake the next morning, having finished a long rest.
Where do we awaken?
Yeah, where?
In the red inkwell, in your beds.
Am I clothed?
You fell asleep in what you were wearing.
Okay.
But
Wearing not what we were not like because I stripped down to go swimming.
yeah,
So like.
you'd be butt ass naked.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It did happen.
But you do wake up with a pounding headache, and well, you might question it. You were very drunk, and for you, Book, very high.
Yeah. I don't sleep naked. I have 4 siblings. It's not a thing we do.
For the rest of the evening, Wrath and Elphys, what would the two of you be up to?
I'd be in the bar tracking down the monkey for a little while, and then probably head back to the Red Ink. So that's
Okay.
I would probably invite Skrill back to the Red Ink with me.
Hey, we're not there to hear it this time.
I'll do that. I'll make the flip of it. So give me a persuasion check.
Just an invite. I don't know about persuading. Ooh.
It was an embarrassing defeat in the tongue wrestling match.
Does anyone really lose in a tongue wrestling match?
He did.
I did.
40.
The audience.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll come back, man, but no offense, just not my vibe.
Oh.
But this was fun.
I do like gay for drugs kind of deal.
What's up with that? It's a little weird. Maybe like it's
Rambo
cool.
action.
We'll just smoke again later.
Alright.
Cool.
Like, making out was fun, but I don't know,
Yeah.
anything more than that.
Okay. Sure. Skrill. All right. I like give him a nug or two of the crazy devil's lettuce.
Have a good night's sleep either way.
I'm still gonna talk to Syndra when we get back to the inn.
So, before we get into
Please,
that,
Isidore
let's finish
wasn't
up
the
Rat's
way they
night here.
Yep.
I could have
Finally
been the one getting laid.
chase down Thorn,
Yep.
wrangle him, I imagine.
Wrangle. It will be a wrangle.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of escaping and grabbing.
I mean,
and
Isidore, number one.
finally getting him back to your shoulder.
Grabbing
No,
onto him,
that's-
feeling a pocket full of
absolutely
gold
not
coins. Where'd you get these? Take a couple of them out, throw them on the fucking table. Stop it!
He looks longingly at the cold as you drag him out.
Might smooch him though if the option came up.
No,
You didn't even throw out of this nice
I might
town.
have practiced some tongue wrestling.
Nobody's trying to kill us here.
It would have been terrible.
Yet.
He said he was into it.
Yeah.
Now to start making my way back to the town, through the town, back to the village.
Okay. Yeah, there's quite a nightlife to this town. Quite a few people out and about. But anything else of note for your evening?
Probably not. Just heading back. Maybe a little bit of late night painting before, trailing
Okay.
up to sleep.
Yeah, give me the check.
Yes.
I mean, book sprawled out nude on a bed if you need a bottle.
How dare you?
3.
Okay. Nothing else. Still not coming to you.
Painting is just taking forever.
Yeah, that seems to be a thing. Elphys, returning to the
The idea that I'm sprawled out.
Red
Chucked
Ink
in
Inn.
very comfortably,
Yes.
thank you.
I don't know how you sleep.
you will see.
I would technically want to do an evening performance first
Okay.
to try and get some monies.
Dare I ask? Give me a performance check.
Aren't you contracted to do twice a day anyway?
Right. So I would have to. Unfortunately, that was a nat 1.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
The alcohol finally just kicks in, and you can't get your fingers to play right. You can't. It just.
The weight of that rejection just threw
Yeah.
off your game.
Conga Corgi is going to be upset.
Kid.
Oh man, Conga Corgi's gonna be.
So then I walk up to the bar
Might as well sleep
and
with the demon while you're
I find
there.
Syndra and I apologize
After
profusely.
blowing your
I explained that I was at the Drunken Master.
Like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it in your best favor.
And unfortunately, apparently that has rendered me unable to do my evening performance.
That's
He can't
all right.
perform. He's too drunk.
That happens.
Happens to every guy. Don't worry.
It's all right.
But I mean, I can
tiny
do a
bit
lunchtime
slower,
performance
seriously.
tomorrow, perhaps, to make up for it.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. I'm sure we can make it work.
I'm sure we can.
By the way, if you wanted to meet Grinhole,
Yeah.
And pulling off a hat will be this half-elf individual. Or at least in his looks. His skin is kind of pale with this tint of blue that comes off. His hair kind of flows back and almost looks like there's this little breeze kind of flowing through it constantly. And he will turn and smile with these pearly, bright white teeth and say, "Well, it's an absolute pleasure."
Wow.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm Elphys. Very pleased to meet you.
Very pleased to meet you, Grinnell.
Rinnell. You got
Elphys.
quite the grin there.
Thank you. I've heard so much about you already.
Yeah, about my amazing performance skills, which are not up to snuff at the moment.
Yeah, well, happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you've already performed so many times in a day, it's bound to
I believe you impotent.
be a little different. No one's using that. Whoa!
Unable, okay? Calm down.
So,
Everyone got really offended just that.
wow.
I was like, alright.
Sounds like somebody took this.
Never say impotence at this table. Yikes.
So, Grinnell, what do you do?
Really, I do this and that, but the world of art is where my heart belongs.
Yeah.
I am an artist, painter by trade.
Oh.
Glorious.
Would you like to paint me like one of your French girls?
I've never painted someone I know, and I don't know what French is, but, well, I mean, I painted Syndra and her beauty and glory, but that's,
Just like
she's in a separate field of her
strangers.
own.
I agree.
But I typically paint from mine.
Well, you could always try something new. Stretching your artistic talents is key for a true artist.
Sure, I guess. You seem a bit under now. It seems like something maybe tomorrow we should look into.
Just a little bit of water and I'll
Too
be
drunk
all
to sit
good.
for a portrait session.
Sure, yes. He'll just grab a cup off the counter and hand it to you, and it will be full of water.
Wait, it was an empty cup and then he handed it to me and there was water?
Drunk and high, man. Hard to tell.
Didn't this place have the bar with the arcane rune?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure that was the place in,
No, you're right. That was the
Yarrak.
the
The,
underground bar,
How did
dwarf
you
bar.
do that?
the
Oh, would you like me
keg
to do
drop or
anything?
Yeah,
ale drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll pick it up, hold it, and water will raise in it, and I'll hand it back to you. It's kind of a natural thing. I can't explain it. I just... water in me, you know?
Is that why you're a little blue?
I would assume so, yes. I love rainy days, oceans, ponds, waterfalls, whatever I can find my way to that's just wet. And he'll wink. Sorry, Syndra filled me in on the bit of a flirt you are. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. I cast Prestidigitation to make it downpour on the both of us.
Starts raining above both of you. Oh, well, you are a flirt.
The real question is, do you sit in a chair and then kick back?
Flash dance moment, yes!
I was thinking of the Notebook with the flash dance.
No, a
thing.
total flash dance
Yeah.
moment.
He looks up, looks back. What the fuck?
Someone back in the tail line usually like whipped with water. I was like, the fuck? What was that for?
Syndra, by the way, has been standing off to the
Words.
side and just kind of has this like smile on her face, like she's just enjoying the whole show. Someone will come over and order a drink. She's like, yeah, and it's like start making it for him and just.
She's gonna be the one drawn.
I mean,
Well, I think we should collaborate sometime.
I
don't
agree.
know. Syndra says you perform more. I don't know if...
Well, Cinder hasn't actually seen me perform just yet, but
yes, I see.
yes.
painting-
Music is usually my game.
Music.
Yes. Poetry.
We could... Ooh, poetry. We could incorporate something. Maybe you play a tune and I can paint off the inspiration.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Well, I do have date night with Syndra tonight, but maybe tomorrow we could dig into this.
Alright. We can make that happen.
Little stick figure fucking frog drawing. Yes.
I mean, never mind.
You done here, love?
This is just 3 corgi dogs and a conga line.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I do have a fabulous room and a suite upstairs that I know, Cinder, you know all about, because this is clearly your place. So, if you want to spend date night drinking some red ink wine and hanging out, we can. Otherwise, tomorrow it is.
Boy, I know I'd love it if a patron was like, want to spend your night off at the place you work, drinking the house wine.
She'll take her apron off, fold it, put it underneath the bar, and tap a section of it where a rune will glow. I gotta start this way. Where a rune will glow. And now cups start moving on their own, drinks start getting filled, but it's a rather slow process. I did say that he could join us for date night, so... Well, I suppose we must then. Upstairs.
Aha!
Follow you back to the room.
Great. When we get to my room, I prestidigitate a waterfall in the corner.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, you can do that. Look over.
I mean, I think you also did a bump of magic juice earlier, too, so...
You'll lean into Syndra. I mean, you told me he was charming, but this is just over the top. I warned you. And for the evening, unless anything else is pursued, we'll stick to the artistic and paint as you play, converse about the arts. We'll discuss a little bit of Canto Concordis with you, and upon some of your music being mentioned, we'll start to recognize you a little more and be like, oh yes, Elvis, I have heard of you. That's so fun. And then late into the evening, early in the morning, we'll turn in with Syndra somewhere else in the inn. And
With plans for more artistic endeavors
yes, absolutely.
later in the week.
And after that, in the corner, an now visible Sogdraken will reappear.
Did you just, hang out in my room the whole time?
Well, I came to catch a couple Z's, and then you guys came in, so I just stuck around for the show.
I'm sure you were bored.
There's 6 rooms. He could have his own.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't the most exciting thing. I kept thinking you were going to kiss, and then you were going to fuck, and it just never happened.
I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't plan on that. It will be coming.
We're playing the long game.
On this day in history,
Alright.
Elvis struck out.
Every now and again, you gotta shoot for the long game.
Oh, fun, fun, fun. All right, I like it. I like it. You know, I can set the mood, too, if you'd like. A couple small little devilish magics at work. I can make that waterfall much more real than it is. Put a little drizzle in here, you know?
I don't know if I need that quite yet, but I appreciate your offer, Sock Puppet.
Yeah.
How's
Keep it in
it when I
mind.
get pissed?
Yeah, we don't want Syndra to be mad about the fact that there's water damage.
You should have offered to bone him in the magic fountain.
Oh.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Impressive.
That can't be
Good
sanitary.
idea.
Sock Puppet. Field trip?
So, since you called me by my sex name tonight,
I heard there's this cool fountain out there.
oh, absolutely, let's go.
Alright.
I meant the guy that likes water, but okay.
I know what you meant, but I love that this is going this way.
Well, yeah, there might be a little projection.
Don't drink the water. There goes the rest of my week.
Every day for 8 hours on the dot, you're drinking out
Yeah,
of
you
the
probably set your phone alarm.
I just filled up my water skin.
Oh.
There you go.
Does it still work if it's away from
I have no idea. I didn't actually do it. I was just being silly.
One way to find out.
It's true.
No, because I think Jeffrey would horribly backfire. It's like you have to drink it out of the fountain straight. You can't take it away.
Or what, it removes a proficiency?
Who
Like
knows?
that? I'd never.
No, never. Never.
You have to permanently decrease a stat by 1.
Oh god.
Whew, I'm not that mean, usually. When Sagdra can desecrate the fountain, as it were.
That's definitely got to be illegal.
Please don't.
Please don't desecrate the fountain.
There's still a week
Hey.
before the festival. We gotta make peace with good
It's
with
your
people.
call, he's all about it.
I mean, it's at night. I assume there's nobody around.
Nobody seems to pay
Yeah, but what
mind.
is devil jizz gonna
Brother
do with the
Robles.
magic?
Oh.
I don't know, Elvis. I don't know. Do you think about that, or you're just going straight to Pound Town here?
Well, Elvis would be a little nervy about Sock Dragon after waking up and not having his full, like, healing powers and abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So he might be a little trepidatious
Okay.
about the situation.
Well, then let's have some fun here.
Like, wants to, but is like, I don't know, it might get me in trouble.
Let's make it a persuasion off then.
Okay.
I think that'll be fun.
Go, Elvis!
Persuasion.
I think Contact Concordance is just up there being like, I wonder which direction this is gonna go in.
21.
Yeah, I think I have to leave it to your discretion when there's a tie.
Alright.
So,
So yeah, we probably go to the fountain and like mess it up, play around in there, but not
Okay.
like to the point where it's like I'm like, you know, actually maybe I don't want to get in trouble. So no,
alright, suit yourself.
I'll drink from the fountain before we leave too.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I figure if we're like splashing around, some of it it's probably just naturally.
You're kidding me, right? Again. Hang on.
Well, that's amazing.
Nope, it is. Yep, it's performance game.
Love it.
By the gods.
You are the gods.
I know. By me. Yes, and then off to a peaceful night's sleep, Elvis.
Yes. That actually sleeping. Okay, I'll just go.
This is a switch.
I will ask if there are any eventful things that you plan on happening during this week. Are there any interesting books to be read that I should describe? And anything that goes beyond seeking out stat increases, proficiency attempts, etc., etc.
For sure, but I have several questions regarding last night.
Okay.
Number 1, do I still have all my stuff?
Mhm.
Okay. Number 2, did I make out with Albert?
I don't think the occasion ever arose.
In the Feywild?
Because, I mean, brought you in. I mean, unless when you guys were sitting in the field.
Because I don't know how long we spent in the spooky wine place.
From what you could tell, maybe an hour.
Okay.
So, you can make a roll for it if you'd like.
Alright guys, what's my DC for Isidore getting their first kiss?
Well,
What's your charisma?
It's good, I'm a sorcerer. It's a +4.
18.
Huh?
18 or 19.
That's the DC?
No, that's your score. Would
Yeah,
be
it's 18.
or 19. Yeah. +4.
Yeah.
Could make it 14.
Yeah, I feel like with your charisma and the fact that the guy's interested, it's probably not going to be difficult if you want to
Okay.
kiss this guy.
Is this a charisma roll or just a luck check?
It's up to you. It's your
Let's
kiss.
make it a charisma roll. I think a luck check is more appropriate, but let's see. If we're adding charisma to it, that's a 19.
Okay.
You
Holy
pass.
crap!
So yeah, somewhere in there,
Hot dang!
he swims up from the lake, and there's a pretty romantic moment over that moonlit pool where a kiss happens.
Let's just add that to the things to be anxious about.
Mm,
That's
yep.
going on the list. The full moon thing made me think of it.
Mm-hmm.
The moon portal thing.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it was just a brain place or if it was an actual place we went drinking the wine. Did that place smell familiar?
No.
No? Did it remind me at all of the moon portal thing?
In the moon, everything was painted like literally silver.
Okay.
This was very tranquil, but was not silver.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm just gonna X that out because I thought of it while other stuff was happening and I wanted to make sure. Alright, that's it for me for now.
All right.
Should I click my pen some more?
Anybody else? Questions, clarifications, etc.? Then, which side of the table wants to start with what you're trying to accomplish during the week? Okay, Wrath.
Alright, so we're painting.
Yeah,
Lots of painting.
Okay.
I want to get a good painting by the end of this goddamn week.
All right.
Lots of research, and there's a master painter walking around. I'm probably going to pick their brain at some point.
Okay.
So that is what I want.
I know basic drawing principles.
That
I
could
was
help.
taught it in order to interpret dreams. So that is
Alright.
in my backstory.
I'll be an expert by the end of
So
it.
let's say I use that ability and essentially give you guidance based on that. I
Okay.
also have the guidance cantrip, but like,
So,
if you'll allow it.
yeah, that's fine with me. Here's how we're gonna do this then. There are 2 checks you can make per day if that's all you're focusing on.
Okay.
So it'll be with advantage because you have assistance in essence, and then with a D4 because you're getting guidance from Isidore.
You're like in an expert painting class right now.
Yes.
So, in essence, you have 20 rolls here.
It's a lot of rolls.
If that's all you do.
If that's all you're doing through the week,
Oh, yeah.
it's 20 rolls.
You guys are going to be amazed at this painting.
So, I'm gonna trust
All
you to be
nat ones.
honest here. Your DC is going to be 12.
Okay.
After 5 ticks, it goes up to 14. And after 10, it goes up to 16.
Okay.
And each of those are going to be increments at which you are getting better and better.
I have 0 at the moment.
That's right.
I haven't succeeded
So,
yet.
I will let you do this cacophony of rolling. Elphys,
Want to borrow some D20s?
with your 10 days,
Do crits get me anything more?
crits count as 2.
Sweet. Boom, we're on a good start here.
Good start. Elphys, what are you doing for this week? You have 10 days.
I would want to look. I would want to look into more like music composition, like I said, to expand my music skills even more. I don't know if that would be like performance or if that would be something else that would.
In this case, investigation. It's going to be you looking into, digging in, and using your intelligence to comprehend.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, I would probably also want to look up the Luna Crocure
Mhm.
that Squirrel was, that Squirrel was talking about.
Lunacid Conqueror.
Yeah.
Was that
Okay.
right?
Curious about
Let me
that.
pull it up here.
And I would also look up how Contra Concordis feels about devils.
Alright. Luna Essa Kerkrur. She is a warrior goddess Her followers are empowered by the night. The fuller the moon, the stronger her followers typically are. To the point on a full moon, some of the records you find is there were unstoppable armies. She is also a blood goddess, so people who use blood magic follow her, as I mentioned, and gain power from her. Again, on the full moon, able to perform insane spells well beyond their level, provided they are truly blessed by their goddess. Not too much else about her. Definitely a little different from Catacon Cordis.
Sure.
Not quite the love and peace that comes with her. She's very much a war-driven
Right.
conqueror.
Okay.
Yep.
Um.
And then on composition,
Yeah, you said
looking into that.
investigation?
Yeah, let's do. How much time would you spend on that? Is that going to be like one activity throughout your week?
That's gonna be probably like every day throughout my week.
Okay.
I'll spend some time on it.
Then I will give you 10 rolls there. And let's... Pretty well versed in performing already, so this is just going to be a DC 10.
And I'm just counting how
And,
many out of 10
yeah,
I get
How
over.
many successes, and we'll see where you end up.
Anything to add to it or just straight roll?
Investigation.
Oh, great.
Yep.
That's right.
Isidore, what
Yes.
are you doing this week?
Okay. So there's that book on Violactiquace that I left at the library.
Okay.
I would like to read that
Okay.
first and foremost. And then I would like to look into finding maybe like a wizard or somebody who would be familiar with portals and that I think I could trust. And I would like to find out more about the necklace that I bought off of that guy that we got off of the truck
Yes.
that I've already mentioned once this
Okay.
session. But I'm
Um,
constantly thinking about that thing.
How much do you trust, or would you go to Fenwraith if you ran into him during this time?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. In that case, I'll have you make an investigation check
Okay.
to try to find another spellcaster in this town.
I'm not great at those. 9.
How many days do you want to spend looking for a spellcaster in this town?
Let's say 3.
Alright, so there's...
Make 2
Okay.
more.
Yep.
12.
Okay.
5.
So there is a day that you hear about some wizard that's come to town. Nobody's really mentioned name or anything, and you get rumors of him, but you can't seem to track this guy down. Every time it's like, oh yeah, he was here like 30 minutes ago, ordered a drink, blah, 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 you know. And and then the next day just lost the trail. People are like, ooh, don't know where he went, we think he's still in town.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. You would, however, again, depending on how much time you spend near the Meltark Library, know that Fenwraith spent a lot of time there. So, I'll let you think on that. Look.
After waking up with my terrible, terrible hangover, I think I would want to work on the key-empowered healing
Okay.
and getting that down. And I've forgotten about the book in the drunkenness of the evening, so
Okay.
it would take me a few days before I remembered that I wanted to go back to the library and check that out.
Okay. Perfect.
So I would be working on the healing thing for however long that took.
Give me a d20 roll.
9.
Okay. It'll take you 5 days
Okay.
this week, but you will come to a mastery point of it where you can absolutely use key empowered healing.
Awesome. And then I would be like, oh crap! I have a book on hold at the library.
Okay.
2 of them actually, I think. And so I'd go back there and
Perfect.
check those out.
All right. So, Fenway.
Is he there?
Mhm.
Of course he is. Did I learn anything fun in that Violect Quace book, though?
I can start there if you'd like.
Okay.
All right. So,
Because that's probably the first thing I would have done.
reading through the book, there's kind of a text throughout the book where there is a chunk of it or a section of it missing. And it seems to always be prefaced where a name should be. But as you read about the contents of the book, it starts out by talking about a goddess of nightmare and blood. It speaks of the horrors that can occur when one slips too far into their dreams and ends up in a living nightmare, and then becomes bleeding fuel for this goddess.
Mm-hmm.
The discussion of
That can't be right.
these ritualistic cults. And one thing that was noted about this goddess is this crown of blood that always came and ran down her face as it dripped blood, her face never fully seen.
Okay, good. So it's just wrong.
There's discussions of ritual sacrifice from the cults that empowered her and emboldened her. The talk of them attempting to bring her living nightmares to the material realm in a form of worship. The pools of blood that were spread in her name. And then, nearing towards the end of the book, there is the discussion of the halo being broken. It doesn't say how, by what, or by who, but it starts with her halo was broken, and from that her skull shattered as well. And then void emptied from her mind. And all the cruelty and pain left with that crown of blood as her mind became an eternity of dreams. And the last sentence on that is Galacticus. The last sentence in that book includes Galacticus.
And I have never heard about this nightmare blood goddess before. Never mentioned.
Absolutely not, no.
And I assume the part that's missing the names are like where it would be referring to her name. Okay. That's
Or perhaps
interesting.
whatever she was called before.
Yeah. I take a lot of notes in my journal about this.
Okay.
They're very hastily scribbled. It's been a couple days, man.
So, several days later, after dealing with this knowledge and trying to hunt down any sort of spellcaster.
And then spending my afternoons trying to teach.
Yes.
Yes.
Teach Rat how to paint. Which, based on Ian's face and rolls, he gets pretty good pretty quick.
Yeah.
I did. I did.
You're welcome. You just need to know the basics, man.
Yep. Yep.
I got a color wheel in my bag. No.
Do you hunt down Fenwraith for his assistance?
I would not hunt down Fenwraith
Okay.
deliberately
Okay.
because I don't trust that guy. But I would definitely be back to that library several times. Probably every morning I go get like a drink of demon jizz water out of the fountain. And then I go to the
We
library.
didn't do anything.
No, you didn't.
You don't know what he did.
I really did later.
That's a good point.
He's like, well, Still a good idea.
Yeah, every time you're there, there's like Fenwraith off to the side reading a book or nearby.
I would start looking for books on like divination and seeing the future and stuff.
Okay. Investigation checks.
That was a natural one.
Okay.
So
Definitely not that.
absolutely nothing.
You do see Fenwraith holding one and reading it though while you're looking for it.
I read the cover. And I kind of slink away. Next day. 13.
Okay. You find a book that talks about the basics of premonitions. Looking into them, reading signs, whether that's, and there's a whole slew of them kind of crammed into this book, where there's different sections, like reading bones, reading dice, tea leaves, star signs, like a whole cacophony of information that you could take in on this, some of them being dreams, and then dives into the symbols of each of them, if you see the shape of a bird or the shape of a tree, etc. So very basic of...
Divination for Dummies.
All divination, yes.
Yeah. I'm like curled up in a corner reading the Divination for Dummies book.
Alright. After that, continuing to try to find divination books.
Yeah, I'll try another day.
Okay.
I think I've only got like 2 days left in this week.
Mm-hmm.
So I might as well keep up on this. Hey! Natural 18 for 21.
Okay, very nice. You do, as you're looking through the illusory titles of the books, notice one on the table, and looking at it, it's text on the front kind of moves and scrawls and changes. It's hard to tell what the book itself is called. But opening it, you do find it is a book on divination through dreams. And it begins talking about people with strong connections to their gods having clearer premonitions, the more powerful in connection either to a god or practice you have will eventually create cleaner images for longer amounts of time. It talks about not talking about your visions because they are likely to change if you do so. And towards the end it talks about following, actually throughout the book there's references to following strings or strands or lines, but never digs into detail. It's like an assumption you know what that means.
I will also take probably a lot of notes. I'll be scribbling furiously in my journal
Okay.
in the library. And then I'm going to go take a nap.
Again, you'll always see Fenwraith kind of a bookshelf off there. Nearby. Every day you're there, yes, it seems like he's hovering.
One of these times, when I round the corner and he's down the aisle, I'll just be like, you aren't following me, are you?
What? No.
Okay, good.
I was just picking out this interesting book on elephants. It's
Oh.
an interesting study of mine.
Never actually seen an elephant.
Grey elephants in Denmark.
Yeah,
Are you really looking for elephants?
of course I am.
Okay. Well, alright.
Do you have a
Bye.
good read? I think I might have accidentally left one of my books out on the table.
Yes,
All
I
corporeal and stuff.
believe I found it. Is
Well.
that intentional?
No, I just left it out. I had to use the bathroom.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I read your book while you were in the bathroom for several hours.
No, that's okay. I'm sure it was most helpful.
It was a very interesting read, yes.
Good.
Are there any other helpful books you might know about?
Yes, probably not. Well, they are accessible in this library, but unfortunately not easily to you. And I could pull them down for you, but the librarian would be pissed.
Of course.
Kind of higher level things and all that. I think you're in the right direction, though. You should do fine. Just follow your dreams. Keep your mouth shut. You'll do great.
Yes, I learned that lesson already.
Well, any questions from me?
So many. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Well, you'll know where to find me. Until about, a day from now, because the festival's happening.
Yes.
That'll be out in the streets, wandering in the glory.
I am very much looking forward to the festival.
It's quite
This
fun.
town is the nicest place I've been so far lately. It has been a whirlwind, but I like it here.
See, if I got to look into your visions of your past, I would know exactly what you mean by that. Sadly, I have no clue.
Well, it seems like you did that for a couple of my friends, so you probably know the same places I was.
More or less, yes. Farther back, though, is all blur, and it's no fun.
Well, it wasn't very exciting anyways.
I'm sure it was.
I doubt it.
Matter of opinion, I suppose.
Well,
One of these days, you'll let me in. I hope so. I have so many questions.
so do I. I'll see you at the festival then.
Sounds good. See you then, Isidore. Book. Back in the library here.
After 5 days.
After 5 days, the librarian is just kind of picking up the book and looks like she's about to wander to put it back on the shelf. Oh, hi, you're back.
Yes, I'm so sorry about the delay. I forgot I had held the book here.
No worries. Wasn't sure if you still wanted it.
I do, please. And what was your name?
My name is Lina.
Lena, thank you so much for holding this for me.
Of course, my pleasure. Actually, fun little distinction here, just because I can. Okay. Book on the day you're there, it is a bit more of a downpour, rainy sort of day, slightly thunderstormy. You will notice that her hair is now gray, almost dark cloud shaded. Her eyes are also a dark gray. Her veins are almost like an electric blue. Looks much different from when you first saw her.
It's even hotter.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I'm polite, so I wouldn't comment on it.
Okay. Of course.
The color of her skin.
Yeah.
Which you can't see.
Yeah.
The fact that her skin seems to be a darker shade of gray than it was when I first encountered her.
That's fair.
So, do you read
Yeah.
said book? Okay. Perusing through the pages, you do get another sort of biography.
Who's this one by?
This one is by a different fellow. Would it be by the same? I'm just gonna roll for it because it'll be fun.
Wallace the Red.
Wallace the Red.
Okay, same person.
Oh,
So someone who just really likes Drake.
okay.
I'm running out of
Got a fan
A
club.
little stalker vibe going on here.
Bigger fanboy than you.
I guess so. Well, I didn't know who he was until I'd heard of him.
No.
I didn't seek him out because I was like, Drake. I sought him out because I was like, I hear he can fight in the dark. I need to learn how to do that.
I can't see for shit.
Goes by the title of Tomsky the Gnome,
The gnome.
which you've never heard of him, so he must not be that well known.
I'm gonna punch you in the face, Gnome Tomsky.
What?
For gnomes alone.
What?
Perfect.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Alright. Tomsky the gnome.
Let's get the knowing.
Known.
The known.
Known Tomsky.
Yeah.
Still. Fine.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Continue.
Entirely, yeah.
Entirely different.
Nothing to do. Anyway.
No.
So Tomsky writes about. I gotta have fun sometimes, okay?
He's apparently a fanboy.
Nobody's about to have fun. This is super serial, guys.
So cereal.
Okay. So Tomsky discusses a few interviews and discussions he had with Drake. And he talks about what Fenwraith had mentioned to you before. Some of the dragon blood becoming stronger and stronger as you age. And Drake in one of his interviews talks about how he didn't realize right away this kind of change, this pride, this desire to hoard things that just slowly boiled up in him. It wasn't until he killed a man with a punch for insulting him, for a minor insult, that he realized his pride was way bigger than what it was before. So he stopped being quite as civil, or civilized, rather, stopped hanging out with people, and started focusing more on his research and knowledge, and realized that if he was going to have this draconic nature, he should make the best of it and use it. So he started making his vanity his work, and his hoard his knowledge. So he took that vanity and turned it into his own name, which he made into a town,
Yeah.
and then put his hoard into it, and made sure that every piece of important part, or every important part and piece of it, couldn't be taken from the town, so that he would never have to hunt anyone down with his draconic nature.
Okay.
He finally decided to just completely separate and went to Trahostis, because with a living force that tries to kill people, no one's going to find him. And he also heard there's a pretty great discovery out there, so...
I didn't know the forest could kill people.
But he does not go into too many details, but he does discuss certain things he regrets throughout his time, where if there was some sort of great discovery or a moment of brilliance that could be found and there was anyone near it, the attempt to resist the urge to just destroy everything. And the times that he failed and succumbed to that, the villages burned because they were on top of ruins or are an archaeological site. The other people seeking knowledge and adventuring that came across his path, and that straight dragon nature to hoard it as his own, leading him to regrettably ending people's lives.
I thought you were going to tell me, like, really horrible things, not things that I just read in actual anthropology classes about real archaeologists. Like, yeah, they're shitty colonialists.
Well,
Like,
okay.
yeah, okay. Where's the shocking part? He killed someone with one punch?
Yeah,
Threaten to do that to me all the time.
stealing from history here quite a bit. But,
You never taught me how to do that!
I mean, there is definitely
It's
the
not great, but...
there's the mention of families and the towns and, like, yes, it's very historical
Yeah.
in what happened. And then, his decision finally, after the one last thing that went wrong, to just completely separate and go somewhere no one would be. And the last bit of the book is him discussing, my only fear is once I finish this discovery, where I go next and what destruction follows. Because something tempts me and it's near people. At my age, I don't know.
So he went out to the jungle, the forest, because there was something out there.
Mm-hmm.
Did he ever mention anything like that to me?
You would have seen him, because I mean, even training you, he would have been working on texts. There would be perhaps the occasion where you get your blind sense close enough to a wall to notice scripture you wouldn't recognize, a few pieces sitting on the table of maybe mosaics or something, but most of it flat, hard to make out.
Okay.
So definitely working on something while he was out there, but
He wasn't discussing his research with me.
no.
Okay.
No, and I don't
All
think
right.
Drake would anyway.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
So,
Also, what's he going to tell me about a mosaic? Okay, interesting.
yeah. So yes, I guess with expectation, it wouldn't destroy your reality,
No,
perhaps.
it's-
But, you know, it does paint a negative light.
Yeah, no, it's another side of him that, you know.
Dragon blood grows strong as one ages, no matter what kind of dragon you are.
Ferments.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Just got those dragon red blood cells in there beating up your human red blood cells.
Vanity. Horde. Vanity. One thing I will note that you always noticed on Drake was he would have had two kind of piercings of these, like the Celtic knot with kind of a dragon head and wings that come off the side of it, on both of his hands, or upper arm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he ever, while I was with him, like, leave to come back to this place? Like, I guess he never really mentioned it to me, so probably not. But, like, if this is where he's sort
No.
of storing his hoard, does he ever come back?
Potential.
Okay. But he never seems to during my time.
During festival weeks.
During the Festival of Knowledge. That's the book.
Not nearly as
No,
salacious
that's
as I thought it was going to be.
That's the book that book books.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, actually.
Book, book,
Book, book.
book, 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 book. Wow.
Well, I guess we should see how our fellows did over here. So, how's the painting by the end of the week?
So, how many successes? Or
Yeah, give me your successes.
17 successes.
Holy moly, okay.
With the advantage, I rolled like 4 natural 20s, and I was like, my god. But then I rolled them all when it was like a low DC, and then I started tapering off, and I was like, damn it, alright.
Okay.
So am I just like professional painter of Grung now? All of these, this is all Grung, by the way.
Let me see.
I can't draw anything else for shit, but Grung,
Is your intelligence a 0?
it's a -1.
-1, okay. Alright, I won't be that mean. I'm just going to leave it to a
Right.
d20 roll on my end.
Wait, hold on. It is a 1, my bad, sorry.
Okay.
It's not a negative. It's
Well, roll an intelligence check for me.
I imagine every time we get back to the room, it's just like piles of paper with like Grung painted on them.
13.
Okay.
Some of them terrible.
And then
Some of them
I'll make you a
amazing.
devil's offer here. So I did roll before you did that. You can take my roll or go with yours.
Some Grung in a bathrobe walks out of the room.
I'll go with you.
Okay. I rolled a 15, which would give you 16 total.
Nice.
So, yes, you have proficiency in painting now.
Yes!
Only painting Grung.
Yeah.
With
Expertise
And
in
only
Grung.
body painting Grung.
With
You
seven-
have to physically
with 17,
put the paint on
painting,
Grung.
yes. Maybe expertise in Grung. We'll see.
If it's a Grung painting,
I
I
might
got
allow it
down.
because it's really funny.
It's very
So,
specific, very niche.
Yeah, I mean,
20 years down the road, there's legends of the great Grung
The
painter.
realm's
you know what?
most...
Fuck it. I love it. Expertise in Grung painting.
I like it.
God. All right.
I'll always remember that week I spent in the library.
People go to look for books now, and there's just Grung everywhere. Why is this page in this book? Yeah, I know.
I feel like Drake would know spells to prevent that exact thing from happening.
Probably.
Oh yeah, no.
You try to deface one of his books and something terrible is going to happen to your hands.
Well, see what happens is you put it back on the shelf, and then the book turns back invisible, and just a sheaf of paper with a grung on it.
Just falls out.
Elvis,
The ink slowly just starts to bleed out.
how were your successes?
8 out of 10.
You know, 10.
Composition.
Okay. Yeah, composition comes natural to you. I'll give you advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Cool. And then the one other thing that we didn't go over is I was looking up what Contra Concordas thought about sleeping with the devil.
Yes. Yes.
I could probably guess.
You do.
Still look it up.
Yes. After searching for some literature, you do eventually come across some books on Contra Concordas. And
It's a pamphlet for new converts. FAQ. What if I sleep with the devil?
it's a common occurrence, you know. You do find
There are
that
a lot of bards in Contra Concordas. I do feel like it would not be a strange thing.
Contra Concordas, the discussion is that the sounds and melodies of hell interfere with hers and dampen her music and joy. Because the hells are built of cruelty and malice, and her preachings are of love and joy.
So use ear protection.
They're opposites.
Learn the silence spell is what you're telling me.
I've been telling you that for weeks.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, that's what I should have done with my time. Tried to learn the silence spell.
Yes.
Ask the librarian. I'm sure she can teach it.
She just looks at you.
Yeah. Suddenly you can't speak.
Terrifying.
Alright, anything else that would have occurred during this week that you can think of or I should know about?
I mean, I would.
I learned the silence spell.
Yeah.
Wish you luck.
I would have definitely gotten back together with Syndra and Grinwell
Okay.
at some point for artistic endeavors and otherwise,
Okay.
if they are so inclined.
That's hard. That's two very opposite roles.
One is really into it, and the other one is like, I don't
Exactly.
know.
Yep. Grinnell is all about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Syndra, not so much.
Sure.
So I think I'm gonna have him roll a persuasion off and see what happens here. Ooh, okay.
16.
Okay. So in this case, for these two, the opposite happens, where Syndra is definitely is like, no, not about it. And Grinnell, based on these rules, would accept that clause. Question is, how much does Alphys want to interfere with that? Because you've rolled higher than both of them in this scenario.
So Syndra's still not about it.
Yes.
Grinnell
Grinnell is convinced.
Is into it.
Is into it, but swayed by her. Unless you want to sway otherwise.
Oh my god. Are you gonna home wreck?
Oh god, I don't know.
Oh.
I'll try one more persuasion,
Okay?
and if that doesn't work, I'll just be like, no, we're just art buddies.
Okay. I'll just roll for Grinnell here.
21.
It's a natural 20.
Shit.
Yeah.
I did not get a nat 20, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be a no. I think it's just
Alright,
an
we're just
thing.
art buddies.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
probably made some really dope art throughout this week then.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And you're like, I made a grung.
I made
But it's
the god wrong.
it's beautiful though.
It's like the first day you're like, I made a grung, and by the end of it you're like, I have made a grung.
I think you need to show your progress to this, to the Grung owner.
Starts weeping.
Oh, I plan on.
So
I want to
it's
sell it to him.
convinced.
When he gets of him
It's so
Put this in-
beautiful.
above the bar, please.
Yes. So over this week time spent with him, he ends up painting this massive sized mural of this hilltop, at least that's the perspective, that kind of rolls down, overlooking the ocean. Small island far in the distance, kind of etched in, the clouds that run across the top, beautiful. One side there is a rainstorm beginning to form and rain dropping down across the scene, and it is quite an immaculate piece. All of this done while you're playing a tune and giving him that melodic inspiration.
Yeah, Elphys would have like huge artistic blue balls right now.
And at the end of it, Grenell says, "You know, I think you should sign the bottle with me. Truly is a shared art piece."
I like
Ooh, collaborative.
get a quill and do my Elphys signature.
And just off on the very edge of it, there are just a few strands of what looks like golden hair that kind of come into the scene. Citrus blonde.
Got it. Sorry, I was taken back to the Fae golden haired.
Yes.
I was like,
Oh
what?
yeah, has he been around at all?
What's going on?
I was gonna ask after him, but I was like, I have like
Both of you-
1,800 things I'm doing this week.
Give me perception checks. We'll see if you just happen to run into him during the week.
It would be super awkward. Oh! That is a natural 20.
Mine's a dirty 20.
Okay.
So
Hey,
nice.
it's natural and nasty. Yeah.
Gross.
Oh my God.
It's D&D.
You guys are hanging around Elphys too much.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Way too much. Both of you would run into him at different times throughout the week.
Do I know you kissed him?
I don't know, do you?
Probably not. I was chilling out in the water.
Yeah, I think you're in the water. Your senses would have been dampened.
Real dampened.
Yeah.
But if we're walking at the same time and pass him, Isidore would go immediately red. And Isidore is, you know,
Well, we
Hey,
don't see him at the
listen,
same
listen.
time though, so.
Yep, different times.
it's a shame.
Give me an insight check, book.
19.
Okay. Okay. You're pretty sure it's the same person, but he looks a little different. The features aren't chiseled now, they're a little more squared off, still very attractive individual, but definitely slightly different when you run into him.
Does he notice me?
He notices you, kind of gives a wave. Oh,
Pleasure to see you again.
yes, it's a pleasure to see you as well. How are you?
Quite well, thank you. And yourself?
Oh, doing good. Care for another drink?
Sure.
Oh, come now. That wasn't too much.
Please. Too much. You don't know the people I hang out with. You don't know the things I've seen.
Well, maybe after the festival.
Certainly.
Good. Couple things to attend to first.
Of course.
Nice to see you again. Well, yours was a natural 20, correct? Okay. So, you catch him first out of the corner of your eye, and you recognize that just chiseled build, and the blonde hair, but as you kind of notice him, you realize that his face is changing just slightly to match what you remember. Just out of the very corner of your eye before he comes to. Isidore.
Oh.
So nice to see you again.
Hi, hello.
Hi. I ran into Book earlier. He said he wanted to go on another little wine trip. Would you be interested?
Oh,
Yes, he said after the festival he'd like to go again. Would you be interested?
I wouldn't be opposed.
Good, I'll find you.
Okay.
Yes, it's good to see you again.
Yes.
If I wasn't busy, I'd offer to go get a drink with you, but I'm afraid I'm heading places, doing things.
Of course.
Yes.
I am too. My friend is trying to learn how to paint. I have to go help him.
Lovely art. Well,
He's
good.
doing very good. Are you a fan of Grung?
Unopposed. They're interesting little creatures.
Yes. I've seen a lot of grog. 1,000-yard stare for a second.
Oh, well, good for you. And he'll kind of reach over and put a hand on your shoulder, give like a gentle squeeze. I look forward to the celebration.
Isidore, who is unused to physical contact, freezes like a fucking rabbit for a second.
Until then.
Bye.
And he'll continue walking.
I would want to be researching if there were any sorts of techniques or artifacts, because I know this isn't an item that actually exists in the canon, that would increase my ki. If any of Drake's research had led him down that sort of path, or techniques that could be refined that might allow that sort of thing.
Give me an investigation check.
5!
There's a whole set of grung minis.
Fuck yes!
You, for the life of you, can't find anything in the library. Even asking Lena, she'll kind of point you in the direction, but what you find and anything she pulls down isn't particularly useful in that aspect.
Do I see Fenwraith anywhere?
Yes, you do. You definitely do.
He's easy to find. He's the
Well,
library bicycle.
He's definitely like,
I thought that was... Never mind.
at one point looking over your shoulder.
Hello again?
Oh, hello.
Is Lena still around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does she notice him? Do they
Yeah, she kind of looks at him. Oh, Fenray. Hello, Lena. Good to see you. Yes. I'll be back at the front if you need me.
Thank you for your assistance. I would ask him if he... I would tell him I would thank him, first of all, for the pointing me toward the book about Drake and let him know that it was a
Of
very
course.
fascinating read. I very much appreciate the perspective on my old master.
Really, all the blood and torment of individuals doesn't bother you?
I grew up gutting fish. I mean, blood and torment is kind of...
Children, fish, what's the difference?
Every fish was someone's child.
Fair.
Some fish's child.
Better than expected.
Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Throw a tantrum on the floor? He killed some people. I've
You
killed
could.
some people.
Yes, but they probably deserved it.
You just admit to murder in the library. Lower your voice a little bit.
Listen, I'm not the one who's like, my friends are going to go out to do something illegal on the outskirts of town. So I think we're probably okay.
Energy.
Narc energy. I would tell him what I was searching for and ask if he had any paths he could point me toward, since he seems to be very familiar with the goings-on in the library, and especially things that Drake was interested in.
Yes, no, this section's entirely useless. We'll skip it and I'll summarize. So, yes, what you're looking for does exist, and there's multiple ways to go about it. I've heard that certain monks with tattoos can gain them. I've heard there are certain
tattoos.
stance is something monks do when they get all whatever that can also provide additional points.
Writing down
additional
things
key.
monks do when they do whatever.
And I don't know that much about all the key stuff. Just it's another energy source. That's all I gather from it. And there are a few rare but unique items that have been kind of collaborations between spellcasters and monks to increase that force of energy. Oh, and there's some deity whose name is escaping me, but some sort of physical type that would also lend to you in that way, but I don't strike you as the religious type.
I mean, depends on what I'm getting out of the bargain. Thank you for your assistance. I very much appreciate all the information.
Absolutely. And if you could bend Isidore's ear, I'm a little curious about their past. I'd be most interested to take just a slight peek behind the veil.
I will mention it to them, but no promises. Isidore is very much their own person.
I'll appreciate it nonetheless. Yes. And he'll go back, go over to the shelf, kind of up towards one of the upper parts, pick a book off. Ooh, this is a good one. Open it up and start reading.
I will leave him to it.
Alright. All of that taken care of. So, the morning of the celebration, dawn comes, that sort of orange covers the sky, and looking outside you realize that there are pages falling from the sky.
And what happens when they get to the ground?
They just stay.
Okay.
Several people are kind of moving around occasionally, picking them up. Someone will look it over, throw it to the ground, move about, pick up another one.
Are we outside? Are we inside? What are we?
Early morning, you can be at whatever point you like. You have windows, you can see this pretty clearly.
Could I grab one that's fluttering by the window?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, use your blind sense, and
Yeah.
you got deflect missiles.
What does it
it's
say?
easy.
Anything interesting?
Taking the time to focus on it, it says, "This year you will find love."
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
But holding on to it, there's... Well, you feel a slight connection to this page.
Alright, I would fold it up and put it in my pocket then.
Okay.
Drake spends his free time writing fortune
I will.
cookies. Yes, throw that out there.
I would probably also try and catch
Yeah.
them and be like, what?
Okay.
Now is a bad time to
From the
invest!
sky, like,
But Isidore would be like jumping up and trying to clap him.
Okay.
Alright.
Elphys, yours reads, "You will stumble across a great fortune, but you don't feel much from it."
Beware gnomes bearing news.
trinkets in it, just throw it out.
Okay. Isidore, when you pick yours up, it says, "Keep the sun to your back in 3 days' time." You don't feel much connection to it.
I'm also gonna run out and grab one.
Beware
Okay.
the one-legged man.
I just grab one off the ground though, just
Okay.
Rosebud.
Pick it up.
that just one
Just
word.
Rosebud.
Yep.
Grung painting.
Just like sweats.
Beware the darkness in 2 nights' time. And it does kind of sit with you.
Can we try to grab another one, or?
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah, this is fun.
Or try and grab one that resonates.
Okay. Yes, do you want me to give you all the floof ones, or do you want one that resonates with you?
Depends on how long you want to read through this, but...
Yeah,
I
I'm kind of interested in the other floof ones.
I could come up with floof all day. It's fortune cookie bullshit.
Well, fair.
like people seem to be like keeping ones, and I didn't feel like keeping mine, so I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna hold my hands out and I'm gonna close my eyes until a piece of paper falls into it.
You're gonna be there a while.
I'm gonna sit on the ground, close my eyes, and stick my hands out.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna crack an eye and like... Or I'm
I
gonna
would
fall
just like
asleep.
be rifling through
50-50
them, like
shot.
either grabbing them from the air or grabbing them off the ground, but just like waiting until one was like, yeah, I needed to see that.
Okay. The one that connects with you says, "Following the storm will find your truth."
That's what I wanted to work out.
You haven't left town yet.
Great.
I mean, something tells me that now that presumably a bunch of scholars and researchers are going to descend on the town for a festival devoted to knowledge, any information we're going to want to get is going to be pretty easy to acquire.
Yes, there's a lot of new faces in the town.
I expect the libraries are going to be full.
Wrath, one more that resonates with you is beware a golden statue.
Lots of bewares.
Yes. Isidore, one finally lands in your hand. And it says, watch for the stars that twinkle brightest. And it does resonate.
Nice. I'll fold it up and tuck it in one of my layers of robe. By the way, I just need to specify, we're going to a festival. I am wearing my nice overrobe.
Of course.
Oh, good to know.
You guys haven't seen it yet, but it looks exactly like my other one, except it's clean.
Ah,
Ah.
yes.
Was it you that I wanted to go to the clothing store, or was that also?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I would
Yeah,
get
it was.
clean,
Yeah.
nice clothes for the festival too.
Yeah, because you all need an upgrade.
shopping.
If you guys want to head over to the Twine of Knowledge. Stepping into the Twine of Knowledge, a drow with pinkish white hair,
Ooh.
slightly short, these violet eyes, and just wearing these wonderful complementary purples and blues in their outfit, comes over. Well, hello and welcome to the Twine of Knowledge. So, no, I'm seeing it already. Yes, I have something in mind. Would you like a custom outfit from myself or something of your mind?
I like custom.
I'd take a look at a custom outfit.
Good. Oh, give me a minute.
Sorry, outfit.
He doesn't know.
And Elphys, he'll come back with some reds and golds in this sort of very Victorian style, lots of frills that come off the cuff, a little bit around the neck.
Yep. I'm sold.
I thought this might be to your design.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized I've never worn pants in my life.
He kind of gives you a once over, sees the very obvious symbol of Galactiqueus and goes, yes. Galaxy, I'm seeing it now.
I've never worn pants.
Oh, I see. Yes, hang on. I have something for you as well. Isidore, he'll bring back... Sorry,
Pants.
I'll wait for this. Just a pair of pants.
Overalls.
Wow.
Oh, yes!
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I'm sorry, that was just a weird realization to have about my character.
Jumpsuit.
Or coverall, yeah.
There you go.
It's gotta have a name tag.
He will bring over ropes.
Butch.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say dirt.
Blues, purples, with these white stars woven in, and something through them that makes them sparkle. It looks like small gemstones, but probably not overly expensive, but they do provide some sparkle.
That's pretty.
How much?
Well, I'll get to pricing in a minute, don't you worry.
Okay.
I'll offer you all a little group deal here.
I'm just like looking at it.
I've already put I'm getting mine on, fitted properly.
And he will bring you Wrath. This sort of orangish brown hued, kind of colored, almost suit. And then he'll say, it's not necessary, but I think a bit of satire to this outfit really adds to it. And he will grab a monkey mask from nearby and hand it to you that matches the outfit. I saw your little friend. I couldn't resist.
Interesting.
You guys could match.
I leave it up to you. I do have a set of cloth wings if you really wanted to sell it.
No, that's fine.
Oh, are you sure? That sounds like so much fun.
Do they function? Do they give me flight? Is that a deal?
They don't. No.
No, then no.
No. But I do have strings tied on the belt so you can flap.
No.
That's just cute.
You
and
can flap them
intuitive.
now.
Thank you.
No.
Okay.
And for you, I torn between giving you so much color. No, I got it.
It's okay if you do. I can't see it.
He is blind. I can see his eyes are white. He's blind.
I
I
think
thought you were going to say he was colorblind.
He's colorblind.
How do you stand then?
Smoking helps.
Ah, yes. Please not in here.
No, of course not. Not in the city. Never.
It is illegal in the city.
They're going to calm your shit.
Liquor also helps.
Ah, fair. Okay, yeah. He'll come back with this well-fitted suit of sort of blacks and grays. Kind of the collar piece that folds over and can be opened. And every piece of it has some sort of texturing and design to it. Whether it's frills on the inside or leather on the other that can be kind of peeled open. And looks nice, yes, but also has its own kind of texture-based experience that runs along it.
Alright, yeah. Just like, ooh.
Book, you look like you feel good.
Yeah, I do feel good, thank you. I'm rubbing the...
Well, I consider this a pleasure of mine to be able to assist you in looking so fabulous. So, name your price. Whatever you think these are worth is worth its weight in gold to me.
It seems...
Does he have a scale?
Sure, he has a scale.
Sweet. I'm gonna weigh with the clothes.
Okay. 5 pounds. There we go.
5 gold?
Whatever it's worth to you. So yes, I will accept 5.
Well, I think that we look certainly fabulous and handedly give you 10 gold.
Very kind. Much
Um,
appreciated.
And then ask what you're doing later. Did we ask your name yet?
No.
What is your name?
Trouble. Trouble. Trouble.
Travel the trouble.
Well, I was that and Thriller dude that I keep getting.
What was the place called again?
Twine of knowledge.
Why knowledge?
I would also give 10 gold.
Much obliged.
I fully slip 3 platinum across the table.
Damn.
Wow.
Glad you went last.
Much appreciated. I now know your appreciation towards my work. Thank you. It's a great honor.
He's ready a year's wage. In like
Tuck
10
to the
seconds.
side. A little more than that.
Hey,
Trouble.
man,
We're adventurers.
I'm following the
What's point
strings.
if we can't...
twine is a string, and I'm feeling my bag
no,
is
the wings
extra
don't
bulging
fly.
because I only have 1 layer of underrobes under here. I am
Wow.
free.
You got them to take off all their underropes? Like, that's a feat.
It's much more fitting too than the bulky. It's great for the weather, but when it comes to style, it just doesn't fit right. Later on, after the festival, I don't know. I was going to spend some of this coin, probably get myself a drink, a nice meal, contemplate my next great piece.
Would you like company?
Sure.
Great. If you want to come to the festival, we'll be out and about.
See you there.
Alright.
Just make sure no one else needs any last minute outfits such as yourselves.
Well, it's greatly appreciated. We all look
Pretty fly.
wonderful.
So I put my mask on. It's monkey time.
I told you. The satire, right?
God, it's monkey time. I don't like the sound of that. I would ask if you had some sort of, like, piece of matching fabric for a blindfold.
Oh, certainly. Actually, he'll go over and we'll kind of hand stitch together some strips of like black and gray and twist them to form this blindfold that matches rather well.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, enjoy the Festival of Knowledge.
Thank you, Trouble, for your trouble.
Of course.
Any suggestions for things to do at the festival?
Right around noon, be close to the fountain.
Okay.
Okay.
It's most fun.
Great.
All right. Heading back into the street.
Looking fabulous, is it?
Yes.
Are other people dressed like at this caliber of
Um,
clothing?
Not. A few people are, but not many. Most people are in rather common clothes, or maybe spiffed up a bit, but nothing quite so fly. Except for one or two individuals that are obviously very well off.
Sure. Okay, so we're like dripped out.
So we are looking so fly, I suggest that our group name is G6.
Poof. You will notice that
Disadvantage, I know.
D6.
some of
So fly like a D6. Yes, that's it.
Actually, someone did make a pun song of that if you haven't heard it yet, and it's Roll a D6.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
clever, good for them. You will notice the rich people, by the way, or richer of the looking, have people that are like handing them papers, and they'll like pick it up and not even read it. They'll just hold it for a moment and then toss it to the side, pick up another one,
Trying to find the
toss it to the
feels.
side, and then tuck it into their coat. At this point as well, there are quite a scattering of pages, to the point where stepping on them is nearly impossible not to.
Do people tend to stop after they find one, or are they like rifling for multiples?
Seems like there's multiple.
Well, then along the way, I'd probably try and either catch them out of the air, or
Okay.
if any kicked up, that I felt like it would make sense.
Yeah, no, it's reaching out, grabbing through them. You find less and less luck with finding something that connects. Elphys, you do end up grabbing one more that says, trust your inner music.
I'd probably be picking some up as we go
Yeah.
along.
I assume
Skim a
along-
handful
Yeah.
and, you know.
Okay.
I would then stack them and set them gently down somewhere
All right.
so that they're not just everywhere.
On a table.
Yeah.
Passing by.
But like I'll read them all because they seem funny. I'll be like, ooh, that's not really for polite company.
That's morbid. All right.
Wrath, you will find one more.
Trust not the rich in apartment B.
And it says, the monkey is the man.
The monkey is the man.
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 The monkey is the man. Comma, man.
Does it look like the monkey wrote that one?
Hard to say.
It's a different font. It glows a little bit like monkey shit in the light.
There's another line that's been crossed out
Yes.
underneath. It's written.
Let's see. Wrath.
Yes.
Sorry. Thinking of what I just said, looking in the wrong direction. Book. You would find another page, and it says, sometimes a blind should lead, especially when the path is unseen.
Oh, well,
Spooky.
And Isidore. You don't find anything else. You continue to rummage
That's fair.
through pages and can't find one.
That's okay.
As noon approaches,
I start like grabbing people by the arm and being like, let's go to the fountain.
Okay, ow.
Sorry. I'm just very excited.
It's right there. We don't need to like...
I know, but there's a lot of people around and I'd like to get close for whatever weird fountain stuff is going to happen.
Yeah, okay.
Does it look like we're going to be in the splash zone?
I start playing 3 coins in a fountain.
people at this point too have gone over and started like drinking from the fountain and then backing away so other people can go forward and drink. And if you do partake, you will notice the effect is not the same as before. You don't seem to gain any sort of new proficiency or skill, but you feel lighter and more prepared for your day. A sure-footedness comes to you.
Okay. Alright.
And as that happens, you'll notice brightness starting to form from the sky. Thank you for watching episode 14 of Fell Nightmares. I hope you enjoyed the story, and thank you for sticking with us this long. We appreciate you. Now, as always, if you enjoyed this content, please give us a thumbs up. Let us know how we're doing in the comments down below. And if you can think of anyone who would enjoy this content, please pass these videos along to them so we can continue to share our wonderful story with others. Now, until next time, I hope that joy, peace, and kindness are with you. And until then, stay epic, my friend!